If your body is feeling tight and achy from sitting for a long period of time in a car or on a plane, this class is going to gently open up your legs, your hips, and your chest so that you feel good. We are not going to need anything for class except for yourself, and if you have a yoga mat, or if not, just any soft surface. And if you enjoy today's class, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. When you're ready to get started, come join me on your belly. We are going to start face down in a supported crocodile pose, which looks like stacking one hand on top of the other and resting your forehead to that space, or if that's not comfortable, you can take the side of your head. Let your legs open up. And especially if you've been the one driving and you've had your eyes focused on the road for a long time, give your eyes a break. Allow them to close. Soften your forehead. And then notice how you're feeling. And begin to take some deeper breaths as you breathe in. Let the belly fill up, pushing against the mat, sending that breath into your back body. And then as you exhale, drop your body down towards the mat. Take one more breath like this. Expand. Fill up your body. And then a big exhale, letting go into the stillness of your yoga mat. And then if your legs are wide, bring them back about hip-width distance. Lengthen your legs long, tops of your feet down. And begin to slightly squeeze your right glute as you lift your right leg just about 2 inches off of your mat, waking up the back of your leg here. And then place that leg down. Do the same thing on the left side. Squeeze the left glute, lift and lengthen that left leg up. And then place it back down. Take that one more time over to the right. When we sit for a while, our glutes check out. And so waking them back up is important to help our low back especially feel good. Lift the left leg up. And then lower that down. And now bend the right knee, bringing your heel towards your glute. If you can, right here, reach around and grab onto your right foot. If you can't grab your foot, you can try grabbing on to your pants. Or you can even kind of lift up, try and grab the foot, and then come back into the pose. Begin to draw your heel towards your glute as you press your hips into the mat. And you should feel an opening through your quad here, the front of your thigh. And then release that leg and switch sides. Bend your left heel towards your glute. Reach around, see if you can catch onto your foot or your pants, or if you do have something you can wrap around the foot. Draw that heel in towards the glute. And then release that leg and come into Sphinx pose, bringing your forearms to the mat, elbows under your shoulders, or to take away some of the sensation, walk your elbows away from you, and that'll lessen the back bend. Rock yourself a little bit side to side, feeling into your low back, right? Being just gentle as you open this area back up. And then you can lift your chin up towards the ceiling, stretch through the front of your neck, and drop the chin down to the chest as you stretch through the back of the neck. One more time, lift the chin up. And drop the chin down. And then come back to center. Lower your chest as you slide your hands by your chest. As you inhale, lift into cobra pose. Add some weight into your hands. And as you exhale, send your hips back towards a brief child's pose. Knees open wide, arms stretch out long in front of you. And take a big breath into your body here. As you let the hips get heavy, the chest drop. Slowly walk your hands to your knees and lift your chest up. Sitting on your heels, or alternatively, you can come to a cross-legged position. Begin to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, side bend, bring your right hand down, left arm stretches up and over. And then switching sides, bring the left hand down, reach your right arm up and over, and opening up along the side body. One more time each way, right hand down as you reach up and over, scraping that edge, being gentle with your body here. And then switch sides, left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. And then come back up, and we're gonna make our way to our backs. Cross at the ankles. You can roll to your side to come down, or just lower straight back. Bring your heels under your knees, arms down to the mat, and take some pelvic tilts. As you breathe in, send your pubic bone away from you so that you have a big space between your low back and the floor. As you exhale, reverse that. Curl your pubic bone toward your belly button, gently flattening the low back. Do that one more time. Tilt the pubic bone away from you. Exhale, tilt the pubic bone towards the belly button. And then find a neutral spine somewhere between those two positions. Press down through the arms and the feet as you lift your hips up, finding a bridge pose. Glutes are engaged. Heels are under the knees. And then you can stay pressing your arms down into the mat, or you're welcome to roll your shoulders under you and see if you have access to interlace your fingers. If so, press the arms down. Good. Lift the hips up, breathe into the front of the body. And then open up the arms and roll down through the spine, upper back, middle back, and lower back to the mat. From here, bring your right knee into the chest. Left leg can stay bent or extended. We're gonna take a sciatic nerve floss. So interlace your hands behind your knee. Guide your thigh towards your chest, and this angle that your knee is at, this part of your leg is going to stay still the whole time, just moving the lower half of your leg. Flex your foot. And now begin to extend your heel up towards the ceiling, stopping when you hit your resistance. Good. Make sure that you're only going to about 70% of the stretch. You're not trying to go into your deepest stretch. That's not going to be better. And now from here, reach the top of your foot towards the ceiling, stretching through the toes, and then flex the foot back. Do that 2 more times. Reach through the toes and flex the foot. 1 more, reach through the toes, flex the foot, rebend the knee, heel towards your glute. And take that a few more times. So again, extending just the lower half of the leg. We're trying to open up the tissues to allow the tissues around the sciatic nerve to better glide so that it's not pulling on and irritating that nerve. Pump that foot 2 more times. Remember, it's not as important that your leg is straight, but that the lower half of the leg stays where it can the whole time. And then again, bend heel to glute. Extend the lower half of the leg and reach through the foot for 3, for 2,
And the next time that your foot flexes, hold it there. If your left knee is still bent, try to extend it forward now. See how that feels. If that's too much, rebend the knee. Now take the leg into the right hand as you open the leg out towards the right. Left hand comes to your hip as a reference to try and keep that left hip down. And then think of moving your leg on a clock towards 9 or 10 o'clock. Both hips are on the mat. Head and neck are relaxed. And now bring your leg back up through center. Cross your midline just a couple inches so that your foot is in line with your left shoulder. Grab it with your left hand and then take your right thumb and bring it into your hip crease. So trying to wiggle it into that hip crease. Wrap the other 4 fingers around your thigh. And now as you pull your leg gently in towards your left shoulder, your right hand is pressing your thigh away from you. So you're trying to rotate that right hip forward as the leg draws in. All right, so rotating that right hip forward, increasing the distance from your hip to your shoulder. This one can be a quite sparky one. It can feel kind of fiery, so just going to a place where you can still breathe deeply. And then bring the leg back up through center. Bend the left leg, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, taking a figure 4 stretch. You may stay right here if you're feeling this outer right hip open up already, or draw your left thigh into your chest, grabbing onto the back of your leg. And feet are flexed, and then begin to draw the thighs in, staying still, or it can feel nice to rock a little side to side. And stop through center. Extend your left leg again long on the mat. Hug your right knee into your chest. Taking a twist, guide this knee across your body and open up through that right arm. Your left hand can support the top of your thigh, encouraging that hip to relax so that your spine can open up. And then if you want to look over your right shoulder, you're not trying to get any cracks out or make anything happen. Just softening into the stretch. And then begin to bring your right hand across your body. Come to the left into a fetal position. It's a kinder way to come out of a twist. And then roll to your back, sliding both legs forward this time. Extend your arms behind your head. Interlace your fingers, spin them to the back of the room. Point through the feet, nice full body stretch. And then we'll switch sides, bending both knees. Hug your left knee into the chest. Interlace behind the left knee, starting with that sciatic nerve flossing. So find a angle from your knee to your hip that feels good, wherever you can, about 75% of your deepest stretch. And now extending through the lower leg, reach your heel up towards the ceiling. And point the toes, reach the foot away from you. Reach the toes towards you. Twice more, pumping this foot. Again, what this is doing is helping to release adhesions in the tissues that are around the sciatic nerve so that nothing is pulling on the nerve. Nerves don't like to be pulled, and you don't have that pain. Go ahead, rebend the knee. I can't count and talk. Exhale, extend that leg. Just 3 pumps this time. Reach the toes away and flex. Point and flex. One more time, reach the foot away. Flex the foot. And then last time, bend your heel toward your glute. Breathe out as you extend it up about 75% of the way. Pump through the foot for 3, for 2. Last one. Hold the foot flexed. Reach your right leg long on the mat, staying active and pressing out of the right heel. Take the left leg out towards the side without letting your right hip pop up. And if your elbow is able to find the ground, that can be just a nice anchor to help you hold your leg. And one more breath here. And then use your core to bring the leg back through center. Switch hands, grab the leg with your right hand wherever you reach, totally fine. If you're only grabbing onto your pants, that's cool too. Foot is in line with your right shoulder, not past it. And now slide your left thumb into your left hip crease, right? So where the thigh and the hip bone meet. Wrap the other 4 fingers around your thigh. And now press that left hip towards the front of your mat as you draw the leg towards your right shoulder. Let's soften in this sensation. The stretch can be quite intense. You'll get the most benefit when you find that place where you're feeling it, but you can breathe deeply and start to relax into it. And then bring the leg back through center, bend the right knee, figure 4 stretch, cross your ankle over your thigh. Stay here pressing your leg away from you or draw the knees in towards your chest. Find stillness or create a rock side to side. And the next time you come through center, reach your right leg long. Left knee hugs into your chest and final supine twist here. Bring that knee across your body. Extend your left arm looking over that left shoulder. This is where your breath is the magic of the pose. And this is where breathing deeply will open the pose up. It doesn't happen through forcing. It happens through taking those slower inhales, expanding at the rib cage. And then letting go and melting as you breathe out. Bring your left arm across your body, come into a fetal pose. And then from here, we're going to come up to sit. Lift yourself up. Find a butterfly pose, meaning soles of your feet together, knees open, kind of like a diamond shape. And then as you inhale, you're going to open up the chest. And as you exhale, you're going to round your spine like a seated cat-cow. Do this one more time. Lift the chest, send the hips back. And this time as you exhale, fold over your legs, bringing your head, your face towards your feet. And drop heavy through the back of the neck. You may use your elbows to encourage your hips to open up. And then lift yourself all the way up. Good. Find a cross-legged seat, and we're going to end with some circles. As you breathe in, send the chest forward. And then as you exhale, move your body over one way, curl the hips back, and over to the left. One more time this direction. Hands can press on thighs. And to allow the hips to relax and find some movement in the spine. And then twice more the other way. Inhale as you go forward. Exhale as you round your hips back. You can grab onto the knees as you go back. One more time, big circle around. Good, exhale. And then as you come through center, sweep the arms up overhead. Big breath in. And hands together at your heart center. If this class felt good in your body, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. And if you want more stretches for your upper body, your neck and shoulders, I have another video linked in the description below.